Hello everyone, I'm the writer, and we're back to more Dual Destinies. So, let's get started. Where were we? Alright. Should've known this was a dead end. The amazing nine tails of Village City. Don't you forget it. His tread marks a gold cape made to look like Nine Tails Fox. He whirls through the ring, smacking down Tenma Town wrestlers left and right. He spots the monster craze, revitalizing Nine Tails Vale in the blink of an eye. Yep, saved our village from becoming a ghost town. Now it's a yokai town. Huh, the amazing Nine Tails really does sound, well, amazing. Yeah, pretty amazing, huh? That's why he's worshipped like a hero around here. I'm proud to be from the same village as him. Come to think of it, you look kind of like a monster yourself, Mr. Finch. Guess it makes sense since you're from the same village as the amazing Ninetails. I know a lot of people have told me I look like a yokai. Since when was that a compliment? Ouch! What's the big idea? Check your pockets. Oh, how'd you do that? Keep it. I got lots more. Alright. So you keep saying that the amazing Ninetails was killed. What's the story with that? Are you saying that he was murdered because of the mast washed up along the river outside? Not only part of it. The main reason is no one's seen him since the special event. The word round Ninetail Vales he was killed by Tenmataru. Your villagers are really superstitious, aren't you? That we are. We love conspiracy theories too, like the mayor's diabolical plot. The mayor of Tenmatown? What is he plotting? Rumor has it he's planning on releasing Tenmataru. That's why he wants the merger. He'll open the Forbidden Chamber once he's in control. It's quite a tale. Ain't finished yet, and there was only one other person who could only stop the mayor. Our hero, the amazing Ninetails. He vowed to battle the mayor of Tenmatown and stop the manipulical merge. I couldn't make this stuff up even if I tried. Apollo! We still have to ask him about the alderman's murder, remember? Mr. Finch, would you mind telling us what you were doing at the time of the murder? I was in the caretaker's office, guarding the entrance like Mr. Cube said I should, and I made double sure no one came in. I have a clear view of the foyer from where I work. I must be talking about the small room in the upper right. It definitely looks like you can keep track of the comings and goings from there. And you have an alibi to back up your statement up, Mr. Finch? I do indeed. I was with Mayor Tenma's aide. Florent LaBelle's his name. So the two of you were together. That's a pretty sound alibi, alright. And nobody came in or out of the manor around the time of the murder? Kept watch here the whole time, didn't see a soul pass by. If anyone did, the security camera would have spotted them. So no one came in around the time of the murder. That means we're dealing with someone who was already inside when it happened. So, do you think this mask could be the real deal? Without a doubt. Here's the mask worn by the amazing Ninetails. What about that white hair he found inside the mask? Wait! I just thought of something! Remember the golden animal fur we found at the crime scene? Could it have come from the mask? Look! There's even a spot where some of the fur is missing. And this place is the mask at the crime scene at some point in time. Which means... What does this mean? Someone with white hair who is linked with the murder and is against the merge. No way. Could the amazing Ninetails and the alderman actually be? Something wrong, Apollo? You should see the look on your face. Oh, no, it's nothing. Maybe Jinxie could tell us something, since she works here. Well, that's lovely. Go find Jinxie. Oh, look. There's Jinxie. Milk, cheese, yogurt, ice cream, and... Sounds like she's out grocery shopping. She must really like dairy products. A charm to make a better milkshake and another to cure my lactose intolerance. Oh god. Maybe she should just stick to soy milk. Jinxie, hey, it's me! It's the demon lawyer! Ah! Not another warning charm. Apollo, who is she? Oh, right. This is your first time meeting each other. This is Jinxie, Mayor Tenma's daughter. She was the first to discover the crime scene.
Oh, so she's the one who... hello, my name's Athena Sykes. I'll be helping Apollo defend your father at his trial. Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you too. Where's Trucy? She went back to the office ahead of us. But don't you worry, Athena and I are on the case. Wait, how do we know you didn't... That you didn't gobble her up alive? Relax, I didn't eat her up, and I wouldn't do such a thing in the first place. Oh, poor little Trucy. I'm about ready for some tears of frustration myself.
She's quite, an interesting character, huh, Apollo?
Jinxie, do you remember any more of what happened? Not much. At least, not yet. But you do think Tenmataro was the killer, right? That yokai we saw at the festival? I don't know anything about that. Huh? But you said Tenmataro murdered the alderman. It's okay, Jinxie. You can tell me. Yikes! What was that for? People see things when they don't get enough sleep. There's no such thing as monsters. Huh? What's gone into her? So if there's no monsters, you admit I'm human? No, you're still a demon. Now I give up. It seems like... Oh, wrong voice.
It seems like Jinxie doesn't want to talk about Tenmataro for some reason.
But that's precisely what we need to know more about. Besides, she definitely thought there was a yokai in the fox chamber. Jinxie, about this charm... That's... You gave me this when I was heading off to say the scene of the crime. You thought Tenmataro was the murderer. That's why you gave this to me, right? That's true, but... If there's anything else you could tell us, it would really help. And it would also help your father, too. Alright, then. Why do you think Tenmataro is the killer? I saw him with my own eyes. Tenmataro was right there in the manor. He escaped his prison and ran right by me. What? Jinxie, tell us everything you saw. I called the police after I stumbled on the scene. I was just about to head back to the festival grounds when I saw Tenmataro. It was right around here. He was running right at me. I was paralyzed with fear, but there was no one around to help me. The foul beast raced right by me toward the foyer. Toward the foyer?
Mr. Finch and Mr. LaBelle were supposedly in the foyer at the time. That means they would have seen Tenmataro, too.
Sounds like we better get to their statements. Considering Jinxie's mental state, her eyes could have been playing tricks on her.
Apollo? Remember the picture in the paper? Someone caught Tenmataro flying through the air. I wonder if that's the same Tenmataro Jinxie says she saw.
Don't be ridiculous! Tenmataro is the killer, and he can fly too. Jinxie works at the Alderman's Manor, so maybe she can shed some light on this. So, no one knows the amazing Ninetales' true identity. They say no one's ever seen him without his mask. Doesn't that make you want to know even more? That's why matches where wrestlers try to expose their opponents are so popular. Wait, you mean expose as in strip them naked? Yeah, don't even think like a demon. The only thing the winner removes is the loser's mask. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself. So you see, these unmasking matches are life and death battles for the wrestler. That means this mask didn't just happen to wash up along the riverbank. There's got to be a story behind it. No one can stop the amazing Ninetales. Bet she'd be shocked to find out he's really the alderman. About the yokai you saw at the scene of the crime, anything else stand out?
Actually, I heard this really strange jangle sound. A jangle sound? Can you be a little more specific? My memory is kind of fuzzy, but I vaguely recall seeing Tenmataru holding a staff or something like that. Maybe that's what was making the strange sound.
Does Tenmataru usually carry a staff?
Good question. I've never heard anything like that, and it's not shown on the scroll.
How about in other documents? Any of them show Tenmataru with a staff?
This is the only known document depicting Tenmataru. After all, those who needlessly depict the demon are forever cursed.
Then what's with the deal with Tenmataru you saw, Jinxie? Why didn't you tell me you saw Tenmataru earlier?
Actually, Mr. LaBelle told me not to tell.
Mr. LaBelle.
Papa's aide.
Oh, right. The other guy who was supposedly in the foyer at the time of the crime. And what exactly did he tell you?
Keep the village superstitions in mind before you go talking about seeing Tenmataru at the time of the crime.
That both rhymed and sounds like a threat. That's terrifying. Village superstitions?
They say you must not gaze upon Tenmataru, but in the event that you do look, and then tell anyone what you saw, Tenmataru will claim your soul.
And that's something everyone here knows. Sounds like a bunch of baloney to me.
Everyone from babies to the village elders knows about it, but I didn't because I'm not from around here.
Hey, come to think of it. Huh? Why is everyone hiding their faces? Hey, you there! You mustn't stare at Tenmataru like that. Lower your eyes. He'll steal your soul if you're not careful. Huh? Steal my soul? Seriously? The guy at the special event thing said almost the exact same thing.
Apollo, do you think this LaBelle guy actually believes in Tenmataru?
I seriously doubt it. He's not even from the Nine Tails Vale.
Then why would he try to keep Jinxie from talking?
Good question. I think we better go have a word with him.
Time to unmask this monster of a mystery. The last time I saw Mr. LaBelle, he was relaxing in the foyer. Bueno! Next up, the manor foyer. With any luck, he'll be there waiting for us.
Oh, we're here? That's nice. This might be a short episode since we're done with that. I'm going to try and keep investigations and trials separate. That way it's easier to go, but I may do the cutscene. Sorry.
There's no one here. Guess our luck isn't so good when it comes to Mr. LaBelle.
Maybe he's out for a walk or something. Somebody left something on the still of the caretaker's office windows. Oh, it's a TV program guide.
Looks like someone circled a pro wrestling match. Hey, what do you think you're doing? It's Mr. Lynch. What can we do you for?
I bet she was going to scream monster, which really isn't much of a stretch.
Ain't nothing I need for you to do for me, but what business do you got with my TV listening?
Oh, no, it just caught my eye. Can I ask if you watched this pro wrestling program today?
Yup. It was a match between a couple of rank amateurs, though. It was complete disaster. I reckon even I could have done better than that.
I seriously doubt that. Almost forgot. There's someone I want to ask him. Mr. Finch, did you see anything unusual around the time of the murder? For example, Tenmataru or something like that.
Huh? Tenmataru? So you did see him? Hi, my, clean and shiny your forehead is again today, Mr. Lawyer, sir. Bet you sign up every day real pretty like that. Ladies must love it.
Don't change the subject, and FYI, that was seriously a bad attempt at flirting. Jinxie said she saw Tenmataru flee towards the foyer, so you must have seen him too if you were here. Yipes! Wow, I really pushed a button there. Well, did you see anything or not? Oh, who's this? Oh. That was quite... Oh.
That is quite enough. I must ask you not to pester my friend anymore.
Yipes! Forgive me for being presented, sir. And you are?
I have Lord the Bell.
Beauty, divine and personal aid to Mayor Denmatama. You divine. More like yokai grotesque. This place is crawling with monsters. God, get me out of here. Oh, excuse you. Ah! What the heck was that for? It was just a little cologne. You had a look of sticky sweat about you. It's my own original brand of cosmetics called Je suis la belle. Oh, what a heavenly scent. Ugh, I think you just paralyzed my olfactory receptors. I suppose such a scent would be difficult for a peasant to appreciate. I have you know that is brand number 5, Bonjour. It is my way of introducing myself. Enjoy. Where is my bottle of adieu so I can return the favor? Oh my god, I love Apollo. Enough about the cologne. Please tell us what you saw around the time of the murder. I'm a lawyer. Oui? Do you always go around sticking your hand in other people's faces? Oh, no, I just wanted to show you this. Ah, yes, you do have something in that rhyming paw of yours, but I only have eyes for such things of beauty. No, if you would excuse me. Guess he only looks at stuff that interests him. Oh, worth a shot. I heard you're the only one who told Jinxie not to mention that she saw Tenmataru. Why, that little. So she told you she saw the demon, did she?
Mr. LaBelle, do you mind if I ask whether you believe in the village superstitions?
Oh, please. I was merely trying to keep with traditions. Nevertheless, I will say this. I wouldn't stick my nose into this whole Tenmataro business if I were you. Bad things happen to those who do. That is true. He is one scary monster. That's crazy! You really expect me to believe that monsters are real? Well, you're real, and you should look like a monster. Says the pot to the kettle? Look who's talking. Thanks, Apollo. So, Mr. LaBelle, you didn't see Tenmataru? Ah! This little Jinxie has an active imagination. Isn't that right, Phineas? That's right. I didn't see nothing, especially not Tenmataru. As for moi, I only see things of beauty. That's why I can barely see you. I've got 2 words for this guy. Total freak. Could I ask what you were doing at this time of the crime? In other words, you'd like to hear my alibi? Just to think you would suspect me of all people. Oh no, it's just a formality. We ask everyone the same question. Ah! How dare you, you doubt me? That's an affront to beauty itself. You obviously can't see straight. Like that spritz really helped. What we were doing, you ask? Go ahead, Finchy. Answer the question. At the time of the crime, we were, in here in the foyer. Exactly. Good answer, Finchy. Good answer. Just reporting what you taught. You should have said quite enough. What's with these two? Great, now it gets me talking like that. I read quite true here. I'm very busy man, you know. Right, well, thanks for your help. So these two were in the foyer, but didn't see Tenmataru. Come along, Fichi. Where are we going? Alright, gotta go. Ah, my eyes! You're going to dig your own grave with that big mouth of yours someday. What does he mean, practice statements? Now, if you would excuse me, it's time to touch up on my makeup.
Apollo, I know this sounds strange, but Mr. LaBelle seems unusually preoccupied with Tenmataru.
Really? How can you tell?
Well, it's kind of hard to explain. You see, I can read people's emotions from the tone of their voice.
You mean you have good ears?
Something like that. People's emotions are expressed in the tone of their voices, and my ears can pick on even the subtlest of tones for some reason.
That's an interesting skill, but what do you mean he's preoccupied with Tenmataru?
I'm not exactly sure, but it was like he was obsessed with the thought of Tenmataru. That's what I picked up from his voice anyway.
Everywhere we turn, it's Tenmataru this, Tenmataru that.
We should go talk with the mayor, too.
Sounds like a plan. We need to get to the bottom of that rumor about him wanting to release Tenmataru. Oh wow, we're here.
Something wrong, Apollo? Where'd your enthusiasm go?
What am I doing asking the mayor if he has even ever thought about releasing Mataru? At best, he'll think I'm an idiot. At worst...
Oh, he's here. It's so nice to finally meet you. I'm Mr. Justice's partner, Athena Sykes. I'm looking forward to working with you, Mr. Tenma. Taro!
Oh, yes. I look forward to working with you too. Eek! Glad he didn't mind Athena calling him by a completely wrong name.
Apollo, he's just as kind as gentle looking as I imagined.
Lucky for you, after that blunder you just made. There was something I wanted to talk to you about. There's rumors going around about how you wanted to or did set Tenmatar free. What utter nonsense! Yikes! They always assume the worst of me because of the way I look. But those rumors don't have a shred of truth, I tell you.
A little touchy about his appearance, isn't he?
What he really needs to work on are his people skills. So rumor has it that you want to push the merger through in order to release Tenmataro. Of course, that's a bunch of baloney, isn't it? Sorry if I offended you. So that's what the talk around town, is it? I can see how that would make you angry. What if Jinxie's schoolmates start teasing her about this? Not a good dad. Huh? I must break out of here at once. Our tormentors must be taught a lesson. No, wait. First we have to get you a not guilty verdict first. Don't try and stop me. This is about a father's duty to his darling daughter. Hold tight, sweet Jinxie. Daddy's coming to save you. Relax. We'll look after your daughter until we can get you free. Is that so? You don't need me to go straighten things out myself? Oof, boy. You'd probably call him in the SWAT team if he showed up at our school. Oh, right, I ought to ask him about the reason behind the merge. It seems like you were rather forceful in pushing for the manipulo merge. Did you really want Ninetales Bail that badly? Yes, well, it's quite an attractive prize in terms of tourism. What's happening? Oh, right. Wait, am I feeling what I think I'm feeling? Sure, I played a bit of a hardball, but only when I deemed it necessary. I knew it. My bracelet's reacting.
What is it, Apollo?
Mayor Tenma may not be telling the whole truth.
Really? How can you tell?
People inevitably tense up when they lie. That's where my bracelet here comes in. I can sense when the person I'm talking to is feeling tense, because it begins to feel tight on my arm.
No way! You can do that?
Wait, so you believe me? Just like that?
Sure, each one of us has our own special gifts.
Yeah, Athena has her gift too, her special sense of hearing.
So, what do you think the mayor is lying about?
I don't know, but it's our job to find out. It's been a while since I've used my bracelet last reacted like this. Let's see if I still remember how to do this. Okay, tutorial. Let's do it! Yes, I remember this feeling of intense concentration, the ability to see the smallest twitch, the slightest frown that no one else can see. Now Mayor Tenma was lying somewhere in a statement he just made. And when he lied, a certain habit made itself clear just right under his right eye. Just have to shift my viewpoint up there and focus on that area. Yep. And his tick should appear when he's trying to pull the wool over my eyes. I gotta pour every word he says and wait for his tick to appear. That's when he does. When he does, I'll perceive it.
Gotcha.
Mr. Mayor, please, you can trust us with the truth. The truth? I don't understand. When you mentioned tourism, the bottom of your right eye started twitching. What nonsense is this? So what if it did? Please tell us more about your merger bid. What more is there to tell? Why were you really seeking to merge with the Nine-Tails Vale?
I already told you, tourism. The monster craze really revitalized the village, making quite the prize.
You really don't trust us, do you?
What are you talking about? The village has been a hot property ever since the monster craze started, has it not?
I think you've yet to realize what you're saying contradicts the facts. You say that the monster craze really revitalized Nine-Tails Vale, so you felt it would be an attractive prize for tourism, but that would contradict with this. No. This. The monster craze in Nine-Tails Vale is a very recent phenomenon. It was sparked when the amazing Nine-Tails rose up against the mythical merge. The village was practically a ghost town before then. Ugh. So you see, you couldn't have possibly seen it as an attractive prize for its tourism. What's the real reason behind your push to merge Tenma Town with Nine-Tails Vale, huh?
Well,
Are you ready to tell the truth now?
Honestly, I never wanted to pursue the merger in the first place. But I had no choice if I wanted to protect my darling little Jinxie. Protect her from what? I received a threat. It said either I go through with the merger or my Jinxie dies.
You call the police if that happens, or the FBI, or the mayor! What? How awful! Who would do such a thing?
I don't know, but whoever blackmailed me must be connected to the murder.
Wait, so you think that blackmailer and the killer could be one and the same?
Alderman Cube was immensely popular, so you have to ask, who would want him dead? The blackmailer who wanted the merger at all costs had all the motive in the world.
But why go from blackmailer to murderer? The merger protest won't just disappear just because the alderman was killed.
Ah, could it be? What if there was another reason for the murder?
Like what?
Maybe the blackmailer discovered Alderman Cube's secret identity, and his secret identity was a threat to the blackmailer's merger scheme.
What do secret identities have to do with anything, Apollo?
I have evidence revealing the Alderman's secret identity. Maybe it's time to use it.
Right, you
believe it's this. Yes. Mayor Tenma, please take a look at this if you would.
That's the amazing Nine-Tails mask! What is the meaning of this?
This mask was almost definitely at the crime scene, and there was some white hair inside.
White hair? You say?
There was one, but only, There was but one person with white hair in the manor that day.
What are you saying?
You know what man I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about Rex Cube, the amazing Nine-Tails himself.
No way!
The Alderman was impossible.
Wait, come to think of it, Alderman Cube was a former pro wrestler. So the blackmailer turned killer when he discovered the Alderman's secret identity.
Didn't I just say that? But yeah, the amazing Nine-Tails was a threat to the blackmailer scheme. He posed the merge and as a result single-handedly sparked the monster craze.
Even so, what was the mask doing at the crime scene?
There had been an event at the manor, and maybe Alderman Cube had taken part in it, if you get my drift.
This is absurd!
Mr. Mayor, do you have any proof of the threat that was made against you?
Yes, a blackmail letter. Unfortunately disappeared after the murder. I'd be carrying it around in my briefcase for now, but it suddenly disappeared.
The blackmailer was to take it with him after they killed the alderman. Well, at least we've clearly established the killer's motive.
Mayor Tenma, visiting hours are over. It would appear this meeting is adjourned.
Apollo, do you really think the Tenma Taru that Jinxie saw was the killer?
I don't know. All I know is there's no such thing as monsters.
What about the newspaper article? Could the killer have purposely freed Tenma Taru to do their dirty work?
Oh, come on! There wasn't any Tenma Taru to release in the first place.
Yes, but the only suspects in the police have right now are the bear and a yokai.
They'll probably be arguing whether there was a yokai involved in the court tomorrow. I can already see the look of the foolish disbelief on the judge's face.
Apollo, you alright?
I'm fine. I'll think of something.
Better because of I can't think very well to say. Wow, I'm not having full sentences today. I better because I can't very well say a flying demon was the killer. At this point, the only thing I know for sure is tomorrow's going to be one doozy of a trial. Da-da, da-da, da-da. And that's it for today. Tune in next week to see the epic trial coming down. Well, is it really epic? We get to meet the prosecutor. That's epic. That's a good way to end on. Anyway, tune in next time to see who the prosecutor is. Don't forget to subscribe. See you later and have a nice day.